Hello, right when I started raining, like literally like 10 seconds ago, it wasn't. It was like a couple of drops of rain, and now it's pouring down. That can only be a bad omen for what's about to happen in this episode. I was hoping we'd be able to catch a couple more Pokemon, but I feel like we might lose some, if this is any sign of what's to come. It's weird that neither of those trainers wanted to. Oh my god, it's an Arceus, isn't it? It's Rayquaza! I've already caught a Pokemon on this route. I wouldn't have been able to catch Rayquaza anyway. Rayquaza, potato, potato, who cares? That would have been quite something to have. Also, my pop filter is going places. I don't have the original clamp for it anymore, so I literally have it taped to the stand. It really doesn't matter that much anyway. I don't want to make too much noise. This might actually be very useful for grinding purposes. I'm not going to fight Rayquaza right now on screen because that's just scary. Sadly, we have already caught, I think, what did we catch here? We weren't able to catch the Metang, which, if there's a Metang and... Okay, my pop filter really is going places. If I just do it like this, maybe it'll stay. I mean, you guys can't see. It's not going to help me much if I keep it like this. I don't know how much you guys will be able to hear my stand move. And like a lot of noise coming from that. Probably quite a bit. Yeah, I really need to find where that clam went. Because this is just... It just doesn't work, frankly. But that is going to be a really good route for grinding, because it's got both Metang, which is going to be fine experience-wise, Violet Sissy, let's buy some more Pokeballs. And it's also got Rayquaza, apparently, which is... Wow, there's a lot of water falling out of the sky. Huh. Healing up. Okay, while we do that, I'm not sure if I should be touching the stand anymore. Let me try one more time, and if this doesn't work, it's just going to have to be like that for this video. Come on. I'm trying not to make too much noise with it. It's not gonna work. Never mind. Don't we also have Sprout Tower in this city? That's this town, right? This city, right? Sprout Tower? Yeah, it's up there. And then we've got the Ruins of Alph. We've got... Oh, we got quite a few places to go, actually. We first need a Pokemon, though. Which, that's the gym. I don't think we get the egg until after the gym, though. So that's going to be a little while before we can actually get that. I don't have enough money to buy any Pokeballs. So that means... What does that mean? That's a very good question. That means I'm gonna look into my bag to see if I've got anything to sell. Potions and antidotes. They're not gonna make any money. I guess I'm just gonna have to look around to find trainers. The one trainer I didn't fight before on that route, which was really weird. This maybe I don't judge. This guy doesn't seem like a trainer. Hungry. I mean, at least we can sell an apricorn. Or give it to good. Well, actually, I don't know if the internal battery works. Why didn't you battle me before? Because you've just got a short range, apparently. I mean, that's a valid reason. I would have preferred if you just have a normal infant range, because I wouldn't have missed the battle. Okay, you start off with a Seeking. That's level 2. Can Donatello take... Oh, wow. I didn't give him a T. Donelio. He's Donelio now. That's gonna be it. Because I'm just stupid. It's apparently how things are gonna go from here on out. That's super effective, and that did literally 2 HP damage. I didn't look. What? Supersonic. Okay, that's bad potentially. If you just kill the Seeking, I can switch you out for another Pokemon next to it, depending on what I'm facing. If it's facing something that you're good against, it's only getting worse, please. I don't like bad omens. Piplup. You've got a lot of water type Pokemon for a bug catcher, I must say. You see, Skiploom is not going to be useful here because it doesn't have any damaging moves. I'm going to stay in. Just because I don't think Piplup has anything to damage me. He shouldn't have Pack yet. He probably only should have like Pound. Which is not going to be too big a deal for me to deal with. I mean, I've got a hurting myself in confusion part. This is only going to do 1 HP. Okay, that also did 2 HP. If I can poison him, I think I should be fine. Otherwise, this might become very scary if I hit myself in confusion again. I snapped out of it, I've won. I don't think he has a third Pokemon. I really do hope he has a third Pokemon because that 1 means more experience and 2 means probably more money, and it's mostly the money I'm after at this point because I need to buy more Pokeballs to catch more Pokemon, and I might have to go into the gym to defeat some trainer battles there, which I really would rather not do. Oh, this is potentially really bad. I know Grumpy is not going to be good against the Hitmonlee. But Donatello, Doniello, I don't know how to call him at this point, is not going to survive with this little HP. And Grumpy's level 9, Headbutt's very powerful, it's going to outspeed, it's probably going to one-hit kill. Critical hit. Don't think I needed that, but if I did, thank the Pokemon gods. Weedle. You know what, I'm just gonna stay in, I'm not gonna risk it. You've got 4 Pokemon there, so I am expecting a decent chunk of money out of you. Then I probably will go into the first gym and defeat 1 or 2 trainers. I don't know how many there are. I won't challenge Falkner yet. I'm not insane. How much money did you give me? Phone number, that's alright. I want to know how much money you gave me. That's really the reason I came to battle you. It's on your trainer card for whatever Pokédex. Fine. Yeah, no, I wanted to know how much money I have. That gave me absolutely nothing. I can buy 1 Pokeball now. You really don't get a lot of money at the start of the game, do you? That's exactly what I needed. I just need more than 1, because 1 is most definitely not going to be enough. Well, Pokemon don't give money, so I don't particularly care. The first not very useful Pokemon we have seen on this route is a Seal. And even Seal, once it evolves into Dugong, nothing to be sneezed at. So... I mean, Toxicroak isn't going to be able to do anything against these flying types, like at all. And to be honest, Aggron doesn't have any rock type moves yet, so he's not going to be particularly effective against them, but Headbutt's just very powerful, so I'm probably just going to be able to Headbutt at least 1 or 2 trainers, get enough money, buy some more balls and go. I'm going to have to choose, and I'm going to choose Sprout Tower for one very specific reason. Sprout Tower will allow me to battle more trainers, which will in turn give me more money. And if I go into Sprout Tower without being able to catch a Pokemon, I'm gonna run into one before I can catch it. While the other parts I can go to at this point in the game, I can just go there later. It's just frankly that easy. So I'm gonna put Sneeze up front to switch train in the gym a little bit because it's still level 2. I don't remember much about this gym in this version of the game. I think it's identical to the original version, just graphically more impressive, which means that You have to do Sprout Tower before going in here. Okay. That complicates things significantly. Now we have to find trainers somewhere else. And I don't think we will be able to. So, our best case scenario right now is trying to find as many apricorns as possible, but I think they give like 5 or 10. Don't go into any grass here. Don't you dare. Don't encounter anything. Just try to find trainer battles. I don't think I'll find any, frankly. I'm not looking for experience, I'm looking for money. So, wild encounters don't do anything for me other than waste my encounter for that specific route. Yeah, that's Pseudo Voodoo. We got an HM. Rock Smash. Huh. That's a weirdly obscure place to put an HM. I suppose Rock Smash is not necessary to complete this game then. Because if it is, that's a really douchey place to put it. Okay, what I'm gonna do is pray that apricots have been boosted in this generation compared to the original game. If I can even sell them. Never mind, you can't even sell them at this game. Potions, how much do potions give me? I don't need that many potions, right? So if I sell 4 potions, I'll have enough to buy... I have 800, so that's 4 more Pokeballs, which will give me a total of 5. Which should be enough to catch anything that I'm able to catch anyway. This is more tricky and strategic than I would have expected this early in a Nuzlocke run. I mean, we're at episode 3. Also, I might mention that we still have not uploaded the first 2 episodes because I will do that only if I get through this entire episode without any graphical glitches or like crashes whatsoever. Just to be sure that my game is fixed, because I did put in a new anti-freeze code, which so far seems to be working because we're 12 minutes in and nothing has happened yet. But things can still go horribly wrong. You guys are not trainers yet. Oh, come on, I want trainers more so than anything else. You're a trainer? Good. Sneeze is still up front, I did not think about that. I mean, he's going to need the experience anyway. A third week? That's actually better for Donatello, which at this point is high enough in level to be able to use for switch training. Unless you certainly have something like Aerial Ace on a third week, which I sincerely doubt at level 3, I think I saw, yeah, 3. Super effective, I'm over twice your level and still doesn't one-hit kill. That either says a lot about Turtwig or a lot about Toxicroak. Anyway, that gave no experience whatsoever. A Dusknoir. That's gonna be an issue. Grumpy, not gonna be too useful against. Donatello has a ghost move. I'm a little bit scared, so I'm going to stay in because I don't know what level it's going to be, and it is a fully evolved Pokemon at this point, so an Astonish isn't that great a move anyway, even if it is super effective, it's not stab. I could have switched out into Sneezy there. Nightshade does your level equal to HP. HP equal to your level. It's, wow. Talking, it's difficult, as turns out. Yeah, that would have been better shared with Sneeze. Well, you're almost level 8 at this point. Hitmonchan. I have faith. I have faith that Grumpy will be able to take a move. Especially since it's probably not going to use a fighting type move against Sneeze. And if it does, I still have faith that Grumpy at level 9, with its massive physical defense, will be able to take a move from this Hitmonchan, survive, and kill it in... It did use a fighting type move. It's a multi-hit move, but it only is doing 1 HP per hit. That's how pathetic this Hitmonchan is compared to my fairly overpowered starter. This should one-hit kill. Okay. That's some good experience for Sneeze. Sneeze is level 3. Still very useless, but it's going to become useful at some point. Probably not. But I'm gonna try, damn it. I'm gonna try. Please be a Pokeball as well. A Paralysis Heal. That's surprisingly useless because I don't think anything here can paralyze me. What do the trainers have here originally? I suppose a lot of Bellsprout, which can't paralyze either. That's a Registeel. Okay, facing legendary Pokemon already. Luckily I have a fully evolved Pokemon which has something that is... gonna have to think what to do here. That's not gonna do any damage. So, neither of them are stab. We're in the same situation we were before. This is resisted, this is super effective. This is special, this is physical. My special attack is at this point significantly lower than my physical attack. Yeah, significantly. 15 versus 23. Then again, I expect Registeel, I don't know his stats off the top of my head, but I expect him, since he is also a steel type, to have big physical defenses. What am I trying to strategize for? I can take a hit, I'll just try both and see what does the most damage. That does surprising amounts of damage, which makes me think that Headbutt is not going to come anywhere that close to it. It's, again, roughly the same. So we're going to use Mud Slap again. That should kill it, and that should be a really good amount of experience. Even though it's level 3, it still is a legendary Pokemon. That's almost 70 experience for both Pokemon. That's a lot. And you have a Manaphy as well. This guy is apparently a legendary Pokemon collector. I still don't have a grass type move, otherwise I would have been able to take out Manaphy with Sneeze itself. Actually, I haven't checked its moves yet, right? He might have something. He has Tackle. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna give it a shot. Because I don't think Manaphy will be able to do that much. I mean, Bubble. What is Bubble gonna do? 1 HP, right? Then again, I'm not dealing any damage either, so I'm just gonna go back into Grumpy. Maybe Donatello would have been a better idea. Because that, technically speaking, is super effective, and Grumpy doesn't need the experience at this point, because he's already miles ahead of the rest of my team through being an evolved Pokemon and also being the highest level already, so probably should prioritize Donatello a little bit where possible, as long as it is possible, because if I don't, it's not going to be possible soon, after the first gym, roughly. You see, Grumpy just hit level 10. I think that should be like a soft cap. You have a Registeel. You have a Manaphy, which, to be honest, Manaphy is not that good of a legendary or even mythical Pokemon. Registeel, it's decent, I suppose. And then you have a Beautifly. A Beautifly. Why? What will Beautifly have at this level? I'm expecting String Shot, Tackle, probably still Harden. It probably doesn't have Harden if it never was a Silcoon. Does it have anything that might potentially be dangerous to Sneeze? I expect not, so I'm just gonna stay in here. It's got Absorb. It's literally gonna do 1 HP. I mean, this might be time consuming, but you know what we've got for that? I don't want to do this too much, but Sneeze is just really underpowered and he does need the experience. She does need the experience. That's 103 experience. I did not expect it And the running theme of throwing over water bottles continues. I did not expect a Beautifly to give that much experience. She's gonna be level 10 soon. Okay, and just like that, Sneeze is the second highest level Pokemon on my team. I still have not yet encountered a wild Pokemon here though, which... There we go! It's going to be a Persian! That's interesting, I don't think I've really ever had a Persian before. Yeah. Is Persian Dark type, or is it only Dark type and it's a lowland form? I can never remember. I'm gonna switch out into Grumpy to take a couple of hits now, because it probably is not gonna be able to do anything against Grumpy, if we're honest. Literally using Growl. If you keep using Growl, I'll be able to tackle you and don't deal any significant damage and weaken you even more. You probably shouldn't be that big a deal to capturing a Pokeball, right? You're not like a wild, legendary beast. You're just a evolved Meowth. So I don't think your catch rate will... Did it even do damage? I feel like I was at 27 HP before. I mean, I know every move does at least 1 HP damage always, right? But I really feel like that might have just done half an HP of damage. I know it doesn't work that way, so it didn't happen. But it really feels like that might have just happened. We got a Persian in the team now, and we're gonna call him... Well, since The Lion King was just released, the remake, we're gonna call him Simba. I've not yet seen The Lion King remake, and I'm not going to go to theaters to see it, because I do not believe it can be good. It just downright can't be, I don't think. So I'm just gonna wait for it to be on Disney Plus at some point, and I'll watch it then, and I'll laugh. I will laugh a lot, and then cry a lot, and not because Mufasa's death scene will be sad. Well, probably will be sad. I'll probably cry a lot because they wasted so much good potential, because the original Swampert. Okay, never mind. What are we gonna do against Swampert? Not a whole lot, that's what. The question is, does Swampert get Muddy Water at its evolution level or at the moment it evolves? Because that means it might have Muddy Water, which might not be good for Grumpy. Let's go with Donatello, because like I said, I just set a soft limit on Grumpy being used. It wouldn't have used Muddy Water against Sneeze anyway. I don't really have any useful... Only thing I can hope for happening here is it getting poisoned. Because this is not going to do a lot of damage, no. And this is going to do a lot of damage. Didn't do a lot of damage, never mind. Astonish. Astonish is able to flinch, right? This Swampert is a handful already. I'm not entirely sure how best to deal with this. Astonish can flinch, good. Astonish can also miss, apparently. I did not know that. I did not think it would be able to miss. I really don't think Grumpy would have been a better option here. Aside from the fact that this is going to give a good amount of experience to both Pokemon in a battle. I don't think it would have been a better option at all. Against Pinsir, however, let's go into Simba, because my other two Pokemon both are level 8 at this point. I'm gonna go back to the Pokemon Center after this, by the way, because these trainers are really being a bit annoying. I will complete Sprout Tower in this episode. Or actually, we're 25 minutes in. I might not be able to. I can fake out. Just deal a little bit of damage. A little bit of free damage, I'm not complaining. As you can, actually, I'll use potions in order to save time. I'll just use a couple of potions and keep on going in Sprout Tower and try to finish it in this episode. Even though the battle animations are really slowing me down a lot because these battles are taking forever. So Grumpy is just gonna tear through the rest of this team, and we're gonna be on our way. Also, my pop filter over the past 15 or so minutes has drifted down significantly again to the point where it really doesn't do its job anymore. We're gonna go with the same tactic. Yeah. Fake out with Simba because 3 damage is always good. And then I'm not comfortable yet. Ooh, that did a lot more damage than I expected it to. Let's bite. Because I think this might be able to kill. And that's more experience for Simba, which is always good. Because he just can't wait to be king. And kings need experience, because otherwise they ruin entire countries. And it's a bad joke, I'm aware. I never said I make good jokes. I never even said I make jokes, I just ramble. That's the only thing I do in my life, I just ramble. Oh, I can't use multiple potions without going back to the menu, that's annoying. Yeah, I'm going to do the whole pop filter thing again, so I really hope it's not making too much noise for you guys. But at this point, if I just put it like this, maybe it won't go down and I'll be able to talk a little bit more from on top, which is better for my back because I'll be sitting a little bit more straight, and all things considered, maybe this is a good thing. The fact that I don't have the clam which comes with the pop filter is not a good thing. Let's switch to Simba, I think, might be the best to lead with here, just for switch training purposes. I know switch training is the reason, by the way, that this is taking longer than it needs to. I'm very aware. But I also really relish the idea of being able to survive upcoming challenges, such as this horrifying smooch. I'm just gonna run away from it, because I've got plenty of fights ahead of me anyway. Am I going to do the optional fight? The answer to that question is most definitely probably yeah. You know, well, actually, Fake Out doesn't only deal a little bit of damage, it actually shows me a scale of how likely I am to be able to stand up to certain Pokemon and get all the experience for myself. So if it does around half HP, like this is just borderline okay, I'm gonna stay in and continue with a bite, which probably didn't kill, because it does just as much as Fake Out, which is a little bit sad. Which does make me believe that you are not a dark type, in fact. You are, in fact, not a dark type. It's good to know. That also means that as long as something is not super effective, I think Scratch might be the better option compared to Bite. It's literally the same. But Bite has a chance to flinch, and Scratch doesn't, so Bite is the better option there. That being said though, if it dies anyway, it doesn't really matter. That's a Weasel gun. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to do the optional battle here. Just to get a little bit of extra experience so I don't have to grind off screen between this episode and next. It does seem, by the way, that the glitch issue has been fixed. The graphical glitch issue. So that means that I'm going to start uploading these starting probably tomorrow, because I haven't made a thumbnail format yet. And tomorrow for me is a couple of days ago for you guys. Blaziken! What is it with Hoenn starters in this tower? They freak me out! Also, what's with the sudden level gap? From level 3 to level 6 everything? Yeah, this is a little bit scary, but Blaziken... I'm not gonna send in Grumpy to a Blaziken. Sneezes, no. Donatello doesn't have any moves to deal with Blaziken, but he has better stats. Bite isn't going to do particularly good against Blaziken, I don't think. So Donatello it is. I really want to go to the name rater, the name relearner, whatever it is, because I am really bothered by the fact that I forgot to add a T. I even looked up how to spell the names and looked at it like, yeah, this is about right. And apparently I forgot a T. Now the question becomes, do I go for the super effective move or the stab move, which has a chance to poison? I think Mudslap, yeah, that's 20 and that's 15. That's a very easy answer. This is going to do literally twice as much damage at the end of the day, because this becomes 40 and 15 with stab becomes like 22 and a half. So it's roughly double damage. Why am I dealing so little damage? That could potentially be bad if I didn't outspeed and killed it in this turn. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Yeah, so this episode is going to run a little bit long because we're already past the 30-minute mark, and I did promise that I would defeat Sprout Tower, and I definitely will, because I don't want to start the next episode finishing up Sprout Tower and then it'll be a whole thing. Do I need to potion up anybody? Nope, that won't be necessary. Are you even an optional battle? You definitely are. Wait a second, do we fight our rival here? I feel like we might have to fight our rival. And then... God! Why? Why do you do this to me? Why can't we just be friends, game? I'm not going to stay in against this Garchomp. I'm not crazy. I'm not taking any risks either. I'm going into Grumpy. I'm going to headbutt this thing into submission. And I'm going to get a heck of a lot of... Dragon Rage is overpowered this early in the game. Why doesn't it have Dragon Rage at level 7? Now the question becomes what to do, because my only hard hitter has died. And at this point, I mean, I've got Astonish on you, which is the only thing I can really do here. It's got a chance to flinch, but I think fishing for the poison might be the best idea with Poison Sting. Dragon Rage is gonna sweep my team. I had to go. Fight is optional fight. Wait, Dragon Rage isn't a set amount of... Isn't Dragon Rage 30 HP damage always? Am I thinking of a different move? I'm going to sacrifice Sneeze, because Simba is literally my only chance with getting out of another fake out, maybe surviving whatever it throws at me and taking it out with another attack. Or maybe getting a critical hit fake out, but if Simba doesn't kill this Garchomp, I have just been swept. And that's horrible, because this is episode 3. Garchomp flinched, I know, because that's what Fake Out does. There's no way I'm surviving this, though. Yeah, no, that's bullshit. That is total utter bullcrap. Well, I guess that's been it. Damn. I just had to go fight that optional trainer. And then he leads with a Garchomp. And for some reason, a guard troop at level 7, has Dragon Rage, and is able to sweep my entire team. Bypassing all kind. I mean, I'm gonna look up now. Is Dragon Rage a move? I think it is, because it's supposed to do 30 damage, right? Is it 50? Dragon Rage Generation 4. Let me see. I mean, I'm not gonna do a death montage because we literally just had every death in this series back to back. It doesn't have any power, so it does a set amount of HP. That much I was right with. A fact. It always does 40 HP damage if it hits. Now, secondary effects does not take any weaknesses and resistance into account, however, it does not ignore type immunity. Is anything immune to Dragon? Fairy resists it, right? Or is Fairy immune to Dragon? It must be, because nothing else is immune to Dragon, and otherwise that would be an unnecessary statement. Well, it doesn't matter anyway, because Fairy doesn't exist in this generation. I don't know what we'll be doing for the next Let's Play. I'll have this one going up, and it'll be 3 episodes, and then we'll be done. And I'll think about what the next one's going to be. I am severely annoyed